We have been overrun by pests recently, Button says. I'd like some help with extermination. You didn't come here to waste your time doing favors for this puny imp. Under the cover of night, you approach the dumbwaiter, ready to use your psychic powers against anyone who stands in your way. Okay, we are set up for scenario 7, mind control. This is the Mindtheif specific scenario. It's a level 2 scenario. I have my single level 2 upgrade card. I have my 2 items. I'm going with Iron Nail. During my turn, I can add a Pierce 2 to all my melee attacks. And I'm taking Nightshade Pollen. After an enemy's attack, consume Nature or Dark to poison that enemy. So we've got Mindtheif on the starting location. The number 1 is an Arena Sorcerer. The blue is an Arena Sorcerer. And the purple is a Gloom Toad. We've got a couple of obstacles. We've got a Muddle Trap and a Wound Trap. No damage, but they do cause the status ailments. And it's some difficult terrain in the center. We're at level 2. I've got my 11 life, got everything set to zeros, and we are good. And those should all be on side A. I will do Parasitic Influence and Pilfer. I'll be acting on initiative 17. The 2 sorcerers are going 68. The toad is 43, so I go first. I'm going to control 1 enemy within range of 3. I'll choose the toad, make him move 2, 1, 2. And he does go through that trap, so he does get a wound. The top action of Pilfer, I don't get the first attack. There's no one within range. But I get to move 3. I've got 1, 2, 3. And I attack for 2 on the sorcerer. Attack for 2, goes to a 3. Now he does retaliate against me. He has a retaliate of 1, 2, 3, and I take 1. That concludes my turn. These will go to a B in my hand. And then the next in the initiative is the toad. He's got a movement of 1. He will scooch around, trying to get to me. I am not within range of 2, so he will not attack. His turn is over after he takes his 1 for the wound. The sorcerers, I'll go green then blue. They do have a movement, so he will fall back to get out of the disadvantage, and then he will attack me for 3. It's for 2. The blue sorcerer has a movement of 1. He will simply just move down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he actually would follow the toad. And then that's the end of the round. Going back with these 2, possession and mini is 1. I'll be acting on initiative 16. The sorcerers stay at 68. The toad moves to 24. Possession, control 1 enemy with range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The toad. He's going to move 2. I will have him just move as far away as possible. And then he's going to attack the blue sorcerer for 3 with a muddle. So he attacks using my modifier. Hits for 2. The blue sorcerer takes 2. And a muddle. The toad takes a retaliate 1 from that sorcerer. Bomb action, mini is 1, movement of 4. I will just go here to try and pinch the sorcerer, and I'm going to attack it for 2. I hit for 1, not a great trade, because I also take a retaliate of 1. But he does get poisoned. These two are done. Go to discard. The enemy's turn. The toad goes first. On his turn, he takes the wound. He's got a strengthened self. Oh, 2 targets. So he would also strengthen the blue sorcerer. But I am not within range to muddle or poison me, so he is done. The green sorcerer has a movement. He will back up into the corner and attack me for 3. Ouch, hits for 5. Hits me for 5. That went quick. The blue sorcerer would just scooch over this way because it would be the same distance, but the difficult terrain makes it more difficult to get to me. So he'd try to come down this left side. I am not within range of 3, so he would not attack me. Okay, I made it through that round. All status stay where they are. Next turn, I'll be acting on initiative 18 with Withering Claw. The sorcerers on 68, the toad 43. I will use Withering Claw to do a base movement of 2 and just scooch down and use the top of Mind's Weakness, add 1 to all my attacks and attack for 2, so it ends up being an attack of 3. Hits for 3. He goes to 4, 3 with the poison. I take a retaliate of 1. Not looking good. These go to my hand. The toad, movement of 1, will just slide down. I am not within range. His strengthened lanes. He does take 1 from the wound. The blue the green has movement of 1. He would try to get away, but he's still. And so he is adjacent to me. He is not the one muddled or strengthened. So he is adjacent, so he will have disadvantage on his attack of 3. Either a 3 or the miss. I needed that. The blue will move 1, try to get closer to me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still not within range, and both his status do wane. I'm in trouble. Okay, next round. Gotta go with these two. I'll be acting on initiative of 7. These sorcerers go on 51 and 43. Empathetic Assault. I've got to try and kill this guy. I'm attacking him for 3. Hits for 4. Poisons, takes it to 5. He is dead. And that moves down. I have to go invisible. I have to blink out and try to last a little bit longer. Those go to my hand. These guys have lost their target. Toad will take a wound. And the sorcerer will not move. And he has no one to wound or muddle. New round, I'm going to take a long rest. I'll be acting on initiative 99. I will gain my 2 life that I desperately need. I will lose a Withering Claw and put these back in my hand as A. The sorcerer goes on 22. The toad goes on 43. He likes that one. Sorcerer has no target. Infuses dark, but doesn't have no reason to move or attack. The toad takes a wound. Same thing, no reason to move or attack. New round. I use these two and hope they come to me. A Mind's Weakness and Parasitic Influence. Going late, but I'll go last. I'll go 75 and see what they do. The Sorcerer is 68. The Toad is 24. The Toad goes first. His wound takes him to 1. I don't even have to worry about the Toad anymore. Next turn, he's going to die. He does strengthen himself and Sorcerer, but cannot muddle me. So the sorcerer, that would have waned last turn. So maybe going late was a bad idea because now the sorcerer can move within range of me and see me, and he's strengthened. Either +1 or a -1, so he's hitting for 4. I have to discard Pilfer and a side card from my hand to discard to negate damage. That hurts. Okay, so it is my turn. I will use the top of Parasitic Influence. The bottom of Parasitic Influence. Control enemy within range of 3. Have the sorcerer go 1, 2, and get himself a wound. And then I will not do anything with I might as well activate a Mind's Weakness. That would give me 2 turns left. Because this would go to B. No, I couldn't. Yeah, I gotta send that back to my hand. So that is the end of the round. I've got 2 cards in my hand. I will be using both of those, acting on initiative 7. The sorcerer goes on 22, and the toad dies on 37. I will use the base movement from Into the Night. Just move up 1 and get the toad within range of the possession. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to not move, but he is going to attack for 3 and muddle on the sorcerer. Attacking for 3. Oh, come on. Hits for 1. But that does retaliate against the toad, and the toad dies. And these go to my discard. The sorcerer is going to move 3, trying to get to me. 1, 2, 3. He cannot use his melee attack against me, so he is done. My turn. I will do a short rest, and his strengthen would wane at the end of that turn. Wasn't looking good there, but it's actually much closer than I expected. So, at random, okay, that's not great. I'm acting on initiative 17. That would move after my -2. Okay. Pilfer, bomb action, move. I'm just going to back up. I have to wait for him. I just want to get just on the opposite side of this difficult terrain so he cannot reach me. I'm not going to activate this because I need this in my hand for next turn. I would love to have the +1 attack, but we'll see what happens. He moves 3. Doesn't matter. 1, 2. Cannot move into difficult terrain because of the double movement needed, so he cannot reach me for attack. All right, last turn. My only hope is Into the Night. He would have taken 1 damage for that. And I have to move 1, 2. Or wait, I have to roll for initiative first. Going on 7. I am going first, but he is going to go on a 68. All right. Bomb action, move 4. I only need 2. 1, 2. And I'm going to attack him for 2 with a poison. I got 0. So he takes 2 damage, gets poisoned. I take a retaliate of 1. Top action, Into the Night. Attack of 3 plus 2 for each negative condition he has. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. And so I'm attacking for 7 and hit for 9. So he dies before any retaliate triggers. And even though I was at very minimal life the entire scenario, we pulled it out somehow. Good job, Mindtheif. With all signs of resistance removed, you mind control the nearest defeated guard to unlock the entrance to the dumbwaiter. The collector, marveling at your skills, makes a minor chit-chat. Hopefully the upstairs isn't quite so overrun with pests, they offer. But either way, there's only one way to find out. Up we go.